Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is kind of sort of another Hollywood celebrities dropping like flies and other things. Something wonderful happened. So I showed you two great things in my last video. One was a woman who was confronted by Michael Cohen. And the other one was, what was the other thing? Philly Silly Dilly Nilly. I had to go look it up. The guy read a comment about RFK Jr. His wife was being interviewed by Smear Kanish or Vesey or one of those guys. And he wrote a comment on Twitter from a guy named Philly Silly Dilly Nilly. Great, just great stuff. And that next day, or that later that same day, so I made the video and I put it out. I forgot to make it public, but it was the same day this happened. So Michigan's coach Jim Harbaugh and the university are accused of sign stealing. And, I mean, in a way that they're probably going to be suspended and maybe fired and things like this. The coach is suspended now. But the evidence is circumstantial, and there was pressure from other universities, including the university they were playing that day, which was Penn State, at Penn State's huge stadium. The two biggest stadiums are Penn State's and Michigan. And it's like hundreds of thousands of people go to these games. And so there was one picture of a guy dressed in a disguise on the sideline of another team, a team that had won one game that year, and he was stealing their sign. So that part, looks bad. But Jim Harbaugh has not been, there's no evidence that he knew about any of these things. So he got suspended. He's the coach for Michigan. And so Michigan didn't have a coach. And I don't like college football. I was watching a few of the Deion Sanders games just because there's some interest there in his move to Colorado. But I don't like college football. I used to like college basketball, but if I'm going to watch something and it's for entertainment, I'm going to watch pro because it's just better. College football is a lot of emotion and a lot of you're a fan because you went to the university or you grew up in a state with the university and you were a fan your whole life, these kind of things. And I'm not any of those things, so I don't really pay much attention to it. But this was interesting to me because of the scandal. And I wanted to see how Michigan was going to play and how this played out. And Michigan went in there and smashed them in the mouth by just running all over Ohio State. And, they had a young quarterback, and it was like, Michigan was playing a lot of emotion. So this is the interim coach. I'm not sure. I don't remember his name. But he gave like one of the best. This is the best post-game interview I've ever seen. Right?
Doubts. Sure, what does it mean to you?
Well, I thank the Lord. I thank Coach Harbaugh. Love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man.
As soon as he started crying, I knew it was going to be great. I have to love you, man. I love the poop out of you, man. And it's always great when they swear and post these things, because it happens and they have to apologize. I don't think this guy apologized. And, this is what this guy's going to be known for, right? And he did a good job of coaching, and he was emotional.
For this university, the president, our AD, we got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These guys right here, man. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
Thank you, Coach.
But then the coach, you can see the coach here. He goes on a crying tour. They're like, they didn't want to let that moment go. Like the guy's on there, and he's the other guy's being interviewed, and this guy's hugging everybody, crying. I love you, man. So that was wonderful. Three great things I saw Saturday that made me laugh out loud. So then I woke up to this. I usually don't wake up and look at my phone. Like I wake up and they have a kind of a bunch of things that I do to get started on the day, and I don't turn my computer on for a little bit or my phone. But I looked at my phone and there was a thing about Dodger. I thought it was a message someone sent me or comment that someone left on one of my videos, but it wasn't. It was this video. And I'm going to cover this in the 128th version of the Journey series. But Daji said this.
I do believe that spirits are there. I do believe that ghosts are there. I do believe.
Where are you going with this, bro? I'm not going to talk about this here. Like I said, I do this, I talk about it in the 120th version of the Journey series, which will be out in a couple weeks. But, so remember this guy, this double rainbow guy?
God, look at that. It's starting to even look like a triple rainbow. God, it's so bright and vivid. Oh! Oh! Oh!
So this was the double rainbow guy. And there was a song about it, multiple songs. And that was back when auto-tuning was happening, right? And one more thing I want to show you.
You know something? If you had told us 1 year ago that we were going to come in third in Iowa, we would have given anything for that. And you know something? You know something? Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. Yeah!
This was known as the Dean Scream. And then there is, of course, this wonderful lady.
Telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
The not real lady, right? The reason I'm showing you this is more and more people are defined by moments, right? The age of the internet has been something where people are defined by momentary lapses in judgment often. You know, a bad day, the double rainbow guy, right? You know, he got emotional, posted a video. He had a crappy little YouTube channel that, you know, didn't really have anything on it. And he apparently was like, he's in some, if you look at his channel, I don't know if he still has it up there, but he has, he did like super heavyweight fighting, but he's just basically running away and cowering the whole time. But he has this moment, right? And he becomes an internet joke. Howard Dean did something brilliant. He was the first guy to engage with the internet as a candidate. And he came out of nowhere to get a lot of support. And I don't know whether they rigged it against him or what happened, but he lost Iowa. And he came in third, and everyone thought he was going to win because he had so much support, like he was doing really well. And then he did this scream, and it became a whole thing. They ran it, and you know, the mainstream media, when people were still watching it, and they took him down. But he got all these small donations from young people, and he created the whole internet using the internet as a candidate. But he's known for that scream, right? Mike Dukakis is known for that picture where he's wearing a helmet. You know, there's these moments that people are defined by in politics or in life. And, of course, now this lady with the, you know, her going on a rant and being, you know, a Karen and, you know, these things would have went viral on its own. But saying that mnfer isn't real, that took that thing to a whole nother level. You know, and so these are how these people are defined by the public. And sometimes you have moments in your life where you're defined by, you know, your family or your, you know, your spouse, significant others or whatever. Your job. I mean, there's sometimes there's a screw up. Usually it's not a good thing, you know. It's a lot easier to get defined, especially now, by something stupid you did than it is to, you know, you said one thing here, like you could say one thing there, one thing here, and then that's how you're defined, right? And, you know, it's kind of unfair, but it's kind of funny at the same time. And, you know, that's the internet's. People have their 15 minutes of fame, and usually the 15 minutes it's more infamy than it is fame. Okay, some other things to get to here. Barbra Streisand says Yentl co-star Mandy Patinkin made her life miserable. She's throwing Mandy Patinkin under the bus for his behavior on the set of Yentl. No, I'm serious. This is happening. She's doing it. Made her life miserable for months. This is what she said in her tell-all book about one Mandy Patinkin. It said, Yentl soon finds herself falling in love with Patinkin, who's already engaged. And Barbra Streisand, 81, wrote about working alongside with the Princess Bride star, 70, in her new memoir, My Name is Barbra. Her name is Barbra, and she's not into Mandy Patinkin. It said, there was a moment a week or so into the shoot when Mandy and I were doing a scene in the yeshiva, and I think he had 2 or 3 lines, but he wouldn't look at me in the eye. He just stared at my forehead. When she later confronted him about his behavior, Streisand said, his face crumpled, and he said, I thought we were going to have more of a personal relationship. And she said, what? I had no idea what he was talking about. I thought we were going to have an affair, he said. I looked at him as if he were crazy. I would never have an affair with an actor I was directing. He was married, and 3, I wasn't at all attracted to him. But I couldn't tell him he was not exactly fascinating to me. I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I simply said, I don't operate that way. Tears rolled down his cheeks because he couldn't have an affair with this epic, this incredible, beautiful woman here. We're only 2 weeks in, and I can reshoot all your scenes if you can't be more professional. I waited 15 years to realize my dream, and I will not let you destroy it. Her dream of making Yentl. By this point, Mandy had been making my life miserable for months, and I just couldn't bear the thought of making love with him. I'm not that good an actress, she added. Kaboom. So I changed it. I rewrote the scene, and now that I look back on it, I wonder if I allowed my frustration with Mandy to overrule my instincts. Maybe I should have let Yentl and the audience have that moment. She's really throwing the guy under the bus here, right? She really torched him in this book. And then John Ruffo, home and away actor, dies after cancer battle. And so he was 35 years old, and he is X Factor in Australia, and he had turbo cancer. The dots are practically almost touching each other, and people still can't connect them. That's a brilliant meme. Maybe they're touching each other for a reason, though. Or it's the dots they want you to see. Kim Kardashian takes a brutal swipe at her ex-husband Kanye West as she reveals list of traits for future Mr. Perfect. There's something hilarious here. I forget what it was. One of my viewers sent me here. Oh, here it is. Here's a video.
I have a manifest list, so it has like good qualities, so I can manifest like a guy.
Exactly, guy. You're a great manifester, bro. This is a very new agey California way to speak about things, talking about being able to manifest things in the material world. And of course, somebody who is as stupid and unlikable as she is, being a billionaire, you would think that they're good at manifesting, the Kardashians. But, it's this idea that you use spiritual stuff, techniques, new age stuff to manifest what you want in life. And that the people who are successful and happy and get what they want are somehow better at manifesting. But people who are like somehow unsuccessful and losers aren't, right? And it's a horrible way to think about the world because clearly this is not a person who's living the right way, right? This is not a success story. The Kardashians aren't a success story.
Let's see your manifest.
Okay. I do think the list is ever evolving and growing, and I won't stop
until I don't look like a human at all, that nothing that I have in my appearance resembles anything a human being would look like.
Until he fits every single one of those. Someone who calms me and drives me wild.
somebody who calms me, but also drives me wild, that there are both effects at the same time. I'm calmed and I'm wild at the same time.
No airing out our dirty laundry. A person who accepts you and pushes you to your highest potential. And manifesting is one of my talents, so watch out, world.
What more damage could you possibly do? Right? What more frickin' damage could you possibly do, right? Than you've already done already to the culture and young women and values and morality and stupidity and being as dudeish and what do they call them? Synthetic. Like, this is a synthetic person. There's nothing about this person that's real anymore. And, all of it. Manifesting is my thing. It's my jam. I'm good at manifesting. Look out, world. I'm going to manifest like an mnfer. My dogs are looking back at me. They always get nervous when I do the Kim Kardashian voice. 14-year-old suffers cardiac arrest and dies while running 5K, report says. A teenager reportedly died over the weekend after suffering cardiac arrest while participating in a 5K event. There's nothing new here, unfortunately. So this thing happened.
Welcome to Humane.
Humane.
This is the Humane AI pin.
Oh, good. There's nothing that says humane like AI. There's nothing that says human like AI.
It's a standalone device and software platform built from the ground up for AI. It comes in 3 colorways.
Okay, we don't need the colors, but it
We were able to pack a lot of technology into something really small.
You can wear it here on your jacket.
It runs a Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, and that means it's really fast.
Anyway, so these people have AI. I'm not sure what exactly it does. Like, it plays music. Like you say, I'm sad, play some sad music. Or, I don't know. Let's just go through this a little bit. But you can wear AI now all over the place.
Tell Andrew I'll be there later tonight.
Your message to Andrew says I'll be there later tonight. Okay to send?
Make me sound more excited.
Your message to Andrew says I'll be there later tonight. Can't wait. Okay to send?
Yes.
So it's kind of like a cell phone. It's great for the person who can't think of the brilliant statement of can't wait on their own, right? So you could have said, the person could have said in the text, tell Andrew I'll be there later tonight. And then the AI reads it back to him, so he's listening. And he says, well, make me sound more excited, which is a bunch of words. Make me sound more excited is 5 words. And then there's another action for the AI. And the AI combs through its millions of megabytes of human data about human beings and human expression, and comes up with a brilliant sentence, 2-word sentence, can't wait. And he's like, yeah, now send it. And that just took another 5 minutes than coming up with can't wait on your own.
One of the things I like most about messaging is getting caught up. My AI summarizes what's important, so I don't have to go back and read every message.
So I don't have to think about it. They just tell me what's important. It screens my messages for it.
With computer vision, the AI can recognize objects, and we're starting with health and nutrition. I've got goals that I've set up in my AI that I no longer need to think about. How much protein?
These almonds have 15 grams of protein.
Great. I'm gonna eat it.
Enjoy it.
And later I
enjoy it. All right, what else they got here?
Or video, staying in the moment, capturing the whole scene, and
okay, now you can spy on people, so it's getting interesting. You can just tap on your little lapel thing and spy.
Generating a gorgeous image. It'll remember everything you
So that's you can wear AI with you. Machino creator director Machino David Rennie has died at 46. Gucci, and I guess he was somebody who did fashion. These are all 2 days ago. Here, this is 8 hours ago, so maybe this is gives you a cause of death here. I guess it was from a heart attack. Just, New Jersey elementary school janitor Gino Imperalezzi, who urinated in food, put feces in taco meat, and rubs his genitals on cooking utensils, claimed he was a Satanist and wanted to make kids sick, prosecutor says. I wonder what they're going to do in terms of punishment. Here's what the guy looks like. Why would you hire this guy to be around a school with kids? Just look at him. Here's more Jojo Magoo Halloween costumes.
Mr. President, please. It's one step, Mr. President. Yes, good job, Mr. President. Yes, right here. No, this way, right here.
So they have these various costumes, a lot of them this year. I.D. Gregory, sick baby at center of legal battle in Britain, dies. Apparently she had cell destruction and brain damage and mitochondrial disease. So you know where that happened. Another one of these tragedies. Speaking of tragedies, there she is. She's not really speaking. It's there's music playing. Just playing around, Sunday fun mood. Photo of the day, LaToya Jackson hashtag. She's playing Blackpink. You like it like that. And she dresses up like Michael. And then a lion just wanders down the streets of Rome.
Porca quanto è grosso, raga, oh. È enorme, raga. Ancora stanno a litigare con le botte. Madonna, quanto è grosso, oh. Ragazzi, non uscite che c'è il leone. Guarda quanto è grosso, oh. Chiama Christian, dillo, va, di non venire, eh.
Oddio, che paura.
Oh, da male. Madonna, quanto è grosso, raga, oh. Non uscite!
Just wandering around here, unless the lion is what walking down the streets of Rome. People are just babbling on, talking about it. Here comes a vehicle. Okay, so my wife showed me this yesterday. I believe this is Washington, D.C., but it could be from any major city. You see this happening all the time. People realize that the laws prohibit security and the store owners from physically detaining them from stealing, for stealing in their stores. So people have been masking up and taking garbage cans and going to drugstores and just filling the cans with pharmaceutical stuff, whatever it is, and other stores. So this CVS in Washington decided to put these pictures up of their products because now you have to go and get an employee to get you the stuff, or maybe you take a picture of it and you bring it up to the register. But either way, this is what they've resorted to. And now they have these, right? They have candy bars in plastic containers. I mean, this is $3.29. I don't know if this is for a bag or what. I don't know how they're doing it. They're saying Joe Biden's America, but this is beyond Biden. But this is how bad it's gotten. Audriana Partridge's 15-year-old niece died from drug overdose. Cops investigating. I don't know where I have it. If I still have these, I used to do image-based videos. And I don't know who this person is. I think she's like a Victoria's Secret's model. She's some sort of a model. And she dressed up as Halloween as a devil. And like a couple of times, different outfits. She really enjoys devil stuff. And her niece has died from a drug overdose. Okay, so I got confused. I went and found this is Alexandria Ambrosio. And she wore a bunch of different devil outfits, dressed her kids up as a devil and something. Devil's horns. She likes dressing up as a devil. I don't know who Audrey and the Partridge is. All these skanks start to all these Instagram skanks start to blend in, right? Start to blend together. $76 million buyout is reportedly coming for Jimbo Fisher. So Jimbo Fisher is a college football coach who is coaching at Texas A&M. And I don't know what his contract is paying him, but he sucks so bad at his job, the university is going to pay him $76 million to not do his job, to not coach. And then they'll have to hire another high-profile coach. So think about that for a little bit, right? You know, like this guy is getting $76 million from a university. Tells you how much money these universities have to not do his job, to not coach. So I forgot to say this. Listen to the voices of the dead. That's the name of it. That's the name of this video. You know, just totally clueless. This is a longer video than I anticipated making today, and I still have other stuff I didn't get into. So I have a whole other browser toolbar of this sort of stuff, but, you know, I'm going to end it here. You know, it's just so bizarre out there, and it's really humorous. Like, it's really becoming the apocalypse. Like, it's upped its game in terms of being funny and strange and all these things. But anyways, only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, definitely pointing for the apocalypse and the ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.